This is how it is today on Pop Culture Minefield. This is how it is today. This is how it is today on Pop Culture Minefield.
Greetings, everyone. It's Monday.
Yay!
Nah.
We're so excited. I can't believe how happy we are. Hey, is it me or does Richard Burton look a little like Brad Pitt there?
He does.
Yeah. The eyes.
Grumpy Brad Pitt.
The eyes.
Cranky Brad Pitt. I gotta tell you, he's a very pleasant person.
Yeah, but they were filming in the Alps mountains in winter.
Well, anybody filming in
grumpy.
the Alps. Yeah. Where was that film where he's escaping to Tibet? Where did they shoot that at? He plays a German soldier escaping to Tibet.
Ooh.
Brad
Brad.
Pitt.
No, he
Pitt.
wasn't a soldier.
Well, he'd been in prison.
Yeah, because he was a professional climber,
Brad Pitt movie Escapes.
and
I barely
was,
remember that one. I've seen it, but it's been a while.
7
I
years
saw
to
it back.
Tibet.
Yeah, 7 years in Tibet. That was it. I don't even remember that freaking movie, and I know I saw it.
Oh,
Like
I
twice.
do. I
Yeah,
freaking
same.
love that movie.
What was the plot? In
Yeah, he
39,
was-
Austrian mountaineer Heinrich Herrer leaves. I bet he didn't do an accent because he's awful. Just awful at accents. You know what's funny? He can't even do a Missouri accent correctly, and that's where he's from.
What?
I'm making fun. It's a joke.
Okay.
He just sounds what he sounds like, which is kind of a Missouri accent. Like he doesn't say Missouri when he's in privacy of his home. He says Missouri.
That is weird.
That's how they say it here.
Really?
Yeah. And you'll like when I'm hanging around people from here, I'll say it the way they want it said, just so they'll shut the fuck up to me.
It didn't come
When
up
I'm-
in the 12 days that I was there, so that surprises me.
Well, it's not like common daily parlance. It's just every once in a while someone said, "Where you from? Where you from?" And you answer, Missouri. Now, if you said that, it'd be really fucking funny. Like, what kind of language do they speak in Missouri?
Yeah.
So, Andy's here. Let's see. I know the first person here was Snorty.
Snorty.
Yep, there's Snorty. And then some ass on the
Andy.
Pop Culture Minefield popped in and said morning. And then no Joe today. No Joe today. He's doing his civic duty as a juror. Juror number 4. And no odd numbers for Joe. He freaks out. Let's see. Andy is here. And shouting it from the
Gambit?
rooftops.
That is weird.
Gambit. That is odd. Where is Gambit?
Drinking heavily.
Maybe he's running late. I don't know. It's really odd for him to not be here.
He's partying like an animal at this moment with his friends.
Hey, wait a minute. He can't be partying like an animal if Snorty's not there, because he is an animal.
That's right.
I said
Hi,
as,
Penny.
not with.
Hi, Penny. Good morning.
Hello,
And I
Penny.
was trying to find a video for you, and I figured out what I wanted to get, but I can't find it. Is Steve Martin in one verse of Pennies from Heaven. The one time YouTube has failed me. No, it's failed me a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
That's what it does. Don't you know?
It fails you every day when it keeps fucking with your ad blocker.
Dude, the YouTube account on X is getting roasted constantly by users every time they say, "Oh, we're doing fine." No, you're pieces of shit.
They deserve that. Sorry,
Even the
YouTube, but you
community,
suck.
even the community notes is roasting them.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
On every post that YouTube makes on X.
Oh, good
They
Lord,
say,
yeah. What did they say?
"Oh well, you're banished. You're canceling creators without real explanation. Your AI system for striking channels doesn't work." They are leaning on them.
They are holding chat messages for review that use fucking emojis. YouTube emojis. What's wrong with you?
Anima, don't you understand that the picture
Ridiculous.
of a hammer is violent?
Oh, yeah. And let's not
Jesus
forget
Christ.
the times when YouTube gave Bush chat asthma. That was epic.
I'm going to make him some coffee while we talk this morning. I'm just trying to find my creamer. I can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. It's got the smell of my feet on it.
Oh,
Ew.
oh,
Feed
Oh, it's in a
coffee.
container.
Yeah.
oh. Well,
Hey, look, it's Brad Pitt, Hugh Jackman, and who's the chick down at the bottom? Who
Uma
could that
Thurman?
be? No, Uma Thurman's
nah.
got gigantic nostrils that were made in hell.
That's true. Yeah.
They're like monstrous fucking black hole level fucking nostrils. I don't know how their daughter ended up so good looking. I know why. Ethan Hawke.
Hello, 11 Alpha. You've been missed.
Yeah. Good to
I
see
shot
you.
at you many times, buddy, and I've missed every time.
Oh my God.
Penny has a pair of socks.
Yeah, because you're filtering your coffee through your socks. That's why.
Ew. That is so gross.
That's
I'm
why
sure in the
they
military somebody did
did
that.
that. Yeah.
Sometimes. Guarantee you. You know, the
I'd
job
rather
of the
have no
military
coffee than
is
do
to,
that.
what is the job of every grunt? Is to improvise. What is it? Alan?
Adapt, overcome.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Yeah. I know.
There you go.
The funny looks you get as a
get
girl when you
and
throw
get
out a sentence like that. Over
and to
here.
get athletes' food in their mouth.
In my lips, yeah.
Ew.
What is this? God, don't tell me it's herpes. It's not. It's athlete's foot.
Why are we so gross this morning?
Well, that's the direct consequence of filtering your coffee through your socks. What do you expect?
I know. So yeah. What I loved in the military is you always had filters. And so if we made coffee, but the coffee we got a lot of time, like out in the field, was instant coffee. So you didn't have to worry too much. But man, if you wanted to brew coffee, you had to make sure you went out in that field with fucking filters.
Okay, this comment was held by YouTube.
Foot cheese.
Yeah.
Why?
This is getting out of hand. YouTube, you're being ridiculous.
It's not even ridiculous. It's pathetic. It really
Yeah.
is. No, there you go, Penny. We had a grog at a dining in in OCS. For each week of the course, someone put in something. Aquavit.
For the wicked rain. Damn. And a pair of socks for Road March week.
There you go.
Oh.
For those of you again that have forgotten, OCS stands for two things. It's of course Officers Candidate School, also known as Oklahoma Cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Did you
All
go
right,
to
so-
Fort Sill? Alpha?
Should we get started?
Yeah.
No, we should have started the slideshow before starting the show. This movie is long.
I know we watched it at 1.5 speed yesterday and it still felt long.
Yes. I don't know. I think they were too indulgent with the editing.
Well, there's way too much dialogue.
All right.
They
For
felt it was
those,
needed to tell the story. So
do the invite, copy link, and then I got to copy the link again for the film because it will not let me pause it for very long.
I'm on Cosme and I don't see the thing loading.
No, it's not loading.
Oh.
I can't. It won't let me pause for very long. So
Oh,
I
okay.
just said that. This is why a lot of the things that I say are forgotten by the next day because I don't think you guys understand what I'm saying, and that's probably it. Probably.
is it the room that you
Ooh.
created yesterday?
Yes.
And I'm getting ready to put the link in.
Banning school for boys. Okay.
What?
Alpha says banning school for boys.
I can't see, so I don't know what that's about.
Oh my god.
Okay, chat's not loading for me, so I can't fucking. Oh my fucking god! I hate YouTube. It's blocking me on my own channel.
Yeah.
I forgot. How do we disable everybody's mics and cameras so nobody's talking in there?
Don't let them talk.
I did it on the previous room. No.
It's very distracting. I
Absolutely
don't
not.
want to hear anybody talking. There we go. There
Ha!
we go.
I found something.
Yeah, me too.
There it is. I pinned it to the top
It's
of
on.
the chat,
Disable webcams and
so you can
microphones.
click the link and join us over on Cosme. So it's at the top of the chat.
Yes, it's on top and on the chat. Let me put it here, just in case. And we have the first anonymous, and we have a snortapupus.
Guys, if you click on room settings and then on security,
Yeah.
clear
found-
chat history.
Do you have the slideshow up?
I found it. Rooms every time.
Why is not showing the freaking slideshow?
Hi, Andy. I see Snort and Andy over there right now. Now it's not loading the video.
I pause the slide.
It's
Trying
not playing
to
the
pause.
movie.
It's relaying URL over and over again.
We're getting hypnotized.
Yeah.
Anima.
Hypno
okay.
frog or hypnotoad.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Okay.
And now.
Here we go.
Maybe. I don't like us like little bull.
Yeah, we can use the cursor so that it disappears.
Gary, move the cursor. Oh, we have Penny on Cosme 2, Andy Morrow.
Hi, Penny.
Whoa!
And I really like that a lot of this was filmed in Austria. This is home for me.
Yes, I can
Wait,
see your
what?
house
You're
from
from
there.
Austria? We didn't know.
Well, this is actually very close to Salzburg, where I spent every summer of my childhood because my dad was playing at the festival, and we did a lot of trips to the mountains.
Penny, no, we can't. We can watch it on fast speed. Oh, well,
Unfortunately. Snorky says it looks so warm there. They actually had camera equipment freezing because they were filming in winter in the mountains.
what's the difference? There's always snow there.
No, not on these mountains. They're not that high. They're just above 2 kilometers high, 2,000 meters. There's no
Just
snow in
2
summer.
kilometers high. The highest mountain that I have climbed is 800 meters, not 2
That's
kilometers.
barely a hill in Austria.
Oh my God, I just had a vision of you in the mountains with the intro of the hills are alive.
Oh, fuck that. I've seen the musical on stage. I refuse to watch the movie, as does 90% of the Austrian population, because we get stereotyped by it.
Gary, we need to conspire to use reface on that video and put Anima's face on Julie Sanders' body. Whoa! What's this? Please subscribe to
The
Cosme.
subscribe thing, yeah, I just got that too. That sucks.
Wait.
They
I
blocked
don't
the
want to
movie.
subscribe. Fuck off. Yeah.
People in the audience, can you still see the movie?
No, I see nothing. It's almost blacked out. I don't want to fucking subscribe.
And there's no option.
Yeah, it doesn't go away. Penny has the same problem, apparently. I don't believe this.
Well,
Well, you can listen to it and watch the slideshow.
What are we?
nah, that doesn't work.
Working for me. That's what I'm doing. What I found fascinating is like you see all of the spies before the mission even starts. Oh, somebody stopped it.
Oh, I didn't.
It disappeared for me.
Yeah, for me
What's
too.
that say? Andy Morrow says use ad block.
No, no, you can't. It's not an ad. And I am using one.
Oh my
I don't
god.
understand what they're doing. I thought
And
this was a free service.
Yep, it should be. We spent an
No,
hour on this yesterday, and now we're getting fucked over again. Ah, man.
oh,
What? You said, oh,
I'm thinking.
well, I'm going to get into this anyway. So the film actually has several German actors in it, not just Brits doing bad German accents. The member of the Gestapo, SS, is actually a Scottish actor. But some of the other ones, like Victor Beaumont as Weissner, was born on 7th of November 1912 in Berlin, Germany. Anton Diffring as Kramer was born in Koblenz, Germany in October 20th, 1916. And Ferdy Main as Rossmeyer was born March 11th, 1916, Mainz, Germany. There you go. 3 members of the main cast are actual Germans.
Plain
If you don't
Austrians.
recognize him, he's one of the M's from James Bond. I am 50-50 on this film, and I story in a lot of cool details, but enough bad details to affect my suspension of disbelief. My only problem with the film was the helicopter scene, because they use a Bell helicopter, which was Korean War era, the 47. And when the Germans did have experimental helicopters, that of the Fokker helicopter.
The what?
And it was a Fokker.
Oh,
Fokker.
oh my
And it
god!
was a dual bladed helicopter
With
a
an
rudder.
O, Martin,
So it
not
had-
a U.
Yeah, not fucker, Fokker.
It sounds the same to me.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. Oh well. So start off with the origin of where Eagles Dare came from. Of course, the title of the film came from Shakespeare, but this is the first film that McLean wrote for the screen, and he wrote the screenplay first, and he wrote it backwards. He came up with the big, exciting ending and then rewound it and wrote it all the way to the beginning. It's a really weird way to write. Now, it's true, like when I'm writing, I write my first scene, and then I go and I write my final scene, and then I begin filling it in, but I don't do it backwards. Because a film's only as good as its beginning and ending. And he kind of wrote it for Richard Burton, specifically because none of his kids would watch with Elizabeth Taylor would watch his movies because he died all the time. And so this movie was written so his children could watch a movie of his and not watch him die. And that's really why he wanted to do this movie. And he thought it was a challenge to stop trying to do drama and do an action film. And the information about this is from cricket fans, Indian cricket fans, which I could share the link here if you want to go read up on the history of this movie. Right here. This is the link. Boom. It's IndianCricketFans.com. I'm still trying to figure out how they killed this guy. Like, when were they able to hit him?
After they landed.
There were no footprints around him.
Yeah, well, it's a movie.
Yeah, it seems to me like the opportune moment was if they were in line to go out of the plane to hit him as he goes out the door, but then they would automatically know who was right behind him. So it's one of those iffy plot points that kind of bugs me. I'm certain that if you wrote the book and then adapted it, it would have been different.
Okay, this slideshow runs for 2 hours and a half.
Yeah, any
However-
chance you can make a shorter one?
Yes, that I was going to ask for you to Gary if should I make a shorter one?
Like right now,
Yeah,
right this minute.
yeah.
How long would it take you?
15 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
And then when you start
don't know.
start it where we're at in the movie.
You have to say it.
Or
You
documentary.
cannot just say do it. Just say, do
Do
it.
it now.
There you go. She did it.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
Now,
your
for
part.
those of you who didn't know, Richard Burton did serve in the RAF during World War II. He served from 44. He went in 1944 and served all the way to 1947. He was disqualified from pilot training due to piss poor eyesight.
oh shit.
And he was later discharged in 47 after serving as a aircraftsman first class in a hospital and as an instructor in Canada.
Okay. If you can expand off that info, please, 11.
He's talking about the Junker 52.
Yeah, but
It's-
the thing.
I forget what its nickname is. It was like, it's almost like Tonto or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know I'm talking about the plane, but what's the sad background story?
Well, the,
Yeah, I don't know the story.
the background story is to the plane.
Yeah,
So it's yes, the plane, not the plane, which is what you just said. Not the plane. He's talking about the plane.
forget.
I don't know what you're fucking saying.
Yeah, I know. Forget it.
Is he going to say?
No. Now I'm busy.
Oh,
Good.
are you talking about this specific one? Yeah, okay, that. Okay. See, I didn't see the message.
Oh, a Pacific plane? Come on, people, talk. We have
After that, I'm going to let some silence air the room out from that.
I'm freaking busy making a slideshow.
I got confused in this scene because he goes for his dog tags and they are gone and he has a bruise on his neck. But they never give an explanation for that.
That's what I was talking about a few minutes ago when I said he knows that he was struck in the back of the neck and it must have torn off when he was struck. And clearly, I don't think it's on the ground because there are no footprints around him. And the fact is his dog tags are gone. So whoever did this, they couldn't have done it in midair. They had to have done it right as they were jumping out of the plane. So, like an Agatha Christie mystery, you would know who was in line behind him. So, and this movie does play kind of like an Agatha Christie kind of mystery. And it's so weird because you end up in the big main dining hall where the story just kind of takes a flip, where Richard Burton suddenly turns his gun on Clint Eastwood, tells him to put his weapon down and to sit down with the rest of them. And it becomes the detective explaining the crimes scene in your classic, Agatha Christie style mysteries. And it's not just Agatha Christie. No, yeah, it's pretty much Agatha Christie.
Yep.
Made that style famous because she did it more with Poirot than anybody. He's always gathering people in a room. Yeah, it was the Farka Ashkelis. Is that what it's called, Anima? Ashkelis? FA-223, the helicopter, is a dual propeller helicopter. Unlike our Chinook, instead of front to back, the propellers were side to side, which is part of, I think, the problem they had with lift. But it was kind of if you think about it, it's kind of a pre-idea which would become the Osprey. The difference being that on the Osprey, the propellers begin to rotate forward for drive going forward. So it lifts and then rotate forward to give you momentum going forward.
Dude, I fucking love the Osprey.
Oh, I do too. It's one of my favorite fucking troop transports.
The whole concept.
So the helicopter you see there at the castle, they used Bell 47G, and it's the precursor to what would eventually become TC's helicopter on Magnum PI. The Bell's helicopter are cool. You see them all the time. Like if you watch MASH, that's the I do believe that's the 47 they show in MASH. And it was a Korean War era aircraft used mostly for surveillance and for emergency transport. They had by the way, when I did a lot of my German dioramas for World War II with my model tanks and stuff, that was my favorite one to always do winter because I loved the winter outfits. So again, if you were to rewind this to, or fast forward all the way to the end, every single spy is here. And in fact, what you find out at the end is that he himself, Burton's character, is a double agent, primarily for Britain. But he's also embedded with Germans, so they don't know what to make of him. The only one that knows what to make of him is Clint Eastwood's character, because he follows his lead, even when he's acted treasonously.
Oh, because he explained him the whole plan when in that scene when he started to explain, and they moved the camera and the focus and the attention of the audience to other things.
Yeah, but he gives a great look to Clint Eastwood during the dining room scene, the dining hall scene, where he looks at Clint and does this thing with his eye, goes like that. Like that. He's like, if the eye gesture wasn't enough, I'll give you a head gesture too. Over there.
And hope nobody noticed.
Yeah. And of course he's gesturing to him to pick up the Schmeiser. Now the weapons are all period. In fact, the only thing that's off in this movie, that's anachronistic is the helicopter, which I still don't know why they did that.
Budget.
Yeah, or they couldn't get the original one.
They could have built one. They're pretty cheap looking. It doesn't look like it. She is so gorgeous. And for those of you who don't know who that is the wife of Robert Shaw. And she suffered horrible anxiety. And she was given medication to help her with it. And depression, anxiety. And she mixed it with booze and accidentally overdosed. And that is the wife that he lost, that he never got over. And he began to drink even more heavily. And because of it, self-destructive behavior.
That's so sad.
And we watched an about the movie video yesterday, and they talked all around who her husband was without saying who her husband was. It's like, it doesn't bother to mention, oh, by the way, her husband was Robert Shaw.
And he visited them on set.
Fucking Shaw. And I hate AI written scripts. I really do. I really do.
Well,
these
AI
videos
written and then AI voice. I suffered through that video.
Yeah, they're researched by AI, written by AI, and then voiced by AI. And I fucking despise that shit. But damn it, sometimes it's the only fucking videos out there for movies. But I get so annoyed at it because they're redundant, constantly repeating the same thing over and over again. Even words, like, and it echoed the echo. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Really? No, it wasn't echoed. It was echoing the echo. I'm like, no fucking shit. That's what an echo is, you dumb fucking AI.
Oh, and the thing with the spaghetti westerns. He was famous for his spaghetti westerns. And then next set. Oh my God, that was so stupid.
Clint Eastwood was famous for his spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, the next sentence then starts with westerns. I'm like, what the fuck? This hurts
and
my
it
brain.
emphasizes. It goes up at the beginning of it. Western.
That sounds almost like a Minty joke.
Right.
It's as bad as the Minty jokes, yeah.
I love Minty. I've been watching him for years, but Jesus Christ, that guy can't land a joke.
Yeah, I love him for his information, but the dad jokes are terrible.
And I've yet to figure out what's up with the glasses.
Yeah. Well, you know, Loki is wearing glasses because his eyes dry out when he looks at a computer screen. That's why he's wearing sunglasses.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
He mentioned that once.
Not to me.
Well, he doesn't like you.
In a stream that I was listening to.
I asked him. He said he does.
The other thing that this terrible AI video completely left out was the swap that the two of them did, Burton and Eastwood.
Yeah, let me get into this. Okay, so Richard Burton is why the script was written the way it was written, because McLean needed to write something where he survives at the end of the movie so his kids will watch it. And Burton, though, got afraid. Burton was like really concerned that he had a lot of action that he had to do. And it's like, I'm too old for this shit. Even though he wasn't. He was a chronic alcoholic and it was destroying his body. So he really couldn't do it. And he stayed drunk the entire film.
3 bottles of vodka a day.
A day.
Yeah.
What?
3 bottles of vodka a day.
God damn.
And he would finish it off at night, be completely plastered. And Clint was like, he would show up the next morning ready for
nail
lines.
his lines. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's fucking cool. But he was terrified of the physical stuff that he might have to do. And Clint, when he read the script, wasn't very sure because he says, you got me talking a lot. And he was very uncomfortable with that because he was used to the way he played characters. And in fact, he even kept his hairdo from his previous films because that was his
signature.
Yeah,
exactly.
He refused to shave his head.
And so, but after a while, everyone went, oh, you know what? He looks pretty good. Let's not even worry about it anymore. And they're like, yeah. And this movie made him a star.
Yeah.
And
No,
but he had all of his lines traded and given to Richard Burton, while some of the action scenes were left up to Clint to do, which leads to, in my opinion, some of the best action scenes. And he's ice cold when he's
Yes.
fucking shooting these Germans.
Oh my God,
No
yes.
emotion.
or
no
knifing
emotion.
them.
He
Dude,
stuck that knife right here all the way through. And what they don't show as he turns is that he's pulling it through. He sticks it all the way in and then pulls it through. Severing blood vessels, his ability to talk, make sound, and pretty much quickly killing him. And Clint's character is just fucking badass with the knife in this movie. And, you know, that's what you need. That's what he's for. That's why he's there. He's there to do that. And you'll notice, if you're a fan of McLean's movies, there's a lot of similarities between the characters in this and the characters of Guns of Navarone and Force 10 from Navarone. Or as some people
Yeah.
say, Navarone.
it's Navarone.
Yeah.
I know, but Americans in the English say Navarone. Westerners. Non-continental Europeans.
I am a Westerner. Dickhead.
Then I don't know what your excuse is.
Martine
in the
forgot
land-
that the show that we're doing is Mess with Martine Monday.
Only if Mustaine is here.
All right. So one other thing I wanted to point out: the airport that for the landing that they do, Anima wanted to be known that is a military airport used to film in Fliegerhorst.
Fliegerhorst Eigen. Fliegerhorst
Eigen.
Eigen.
God bless you.
And yeah, bless you. And then comes the other thing. Again, almost every scene in this movie has traitors in it. I sat there and I was like noticing, like, there are traitors in almost every scene in this movie.
Yeah. There are only four
And you
characters
don't
that
find
are
out
traitors.
And like, it's like crazy, okay? How many people are traitors in this fucking movie? And it was set up that way because the reveal at the end of everything and who everybody is that's a traitor is written backwards to all the way to the beginning. And at the beginning, you see every traitor in the room. In fact, I would say 90% of the people in that room were fucking traitors. I love the way he did that. I thought that was clever. Now, another thing with the action I was talking about with Clint Eastwood and stuff, and Clint wanted to do his own stunts. They said, not going to happen. These are too dangerous, and we'll let you do a couple of things here and there, but for the most part, we're going to let our professional stunt team do this. And not only did they have an amazing stunt team, they also had one of the greatest stuntmen of all time. Yakima Canute was the stunt director for the film. He was in charge of every stunt in this film. And Yakima, as you know, was the guy who created a lot of stunts they still use today. One of the most famous ones being the coach scene where he goes under the horses and then under the stage carriage, which was used in Raiders and several other fucking action movies where you see guys do that stunt.
Speaking of the stunt doubles, Burton and Eastwood, they had their own title for the film. It was We're Doubles There.
We're Doubles There.
So much work.
Yeah, and by the way, Burton's personal stuntman was Alf Joint, who is a famous
He
stuntman.
got fucked up making this movie.
He broke bones and chipped teeth.
He lost 3 teeth.
Where he is hanging from the outside of the lift, there's a moment where you see it. It's in the film when he got hurt. It's in the film because he didn't let go. He held on. There it is. That's the Bell helicopter. By the way, look at that tail rudder section, and it is not the same tail rudder section you see later for close-ups. They actually have a German-style tail section on the helicopter for some reason after it's landed. But the cable car, Yakima Canute coordinated the action sequences from behind the camera. Eastwood, despite requesting to perform his own stunts, also relied on his doubles for the most dangerous scenes. And the one for Burton on the outside of that cable car was probably one of the single most dangerous ones that damn near cost the guy. If he had not been able to hold on, he would have fallen to his death. Now, again, see that tail rudder? Oh, boy, watch it not be in the fucking slideshow. It has the typical German-style fin on the back of the helicopter for the close-ups, which is not on the helicopter that you just watched land. This guy's German. The guy on the far left there in the black SS uniform is British. And you can tell almost by his first line because you hear him say Z. In the sing, you know, I don't know what it is with British actors wanting to do that all the time. In the top of the hour.
Because they think that nobody who speaks German as their native language is capable of properly speaking English, which is insulting, to be honest.
Well, they have some grind to axe with them, so.
Yeah, well.
Now, the guy right there, I want to pause it just for a second. That is one of my favorite German actors. That is Ferdy Mayne. And he has played Count Yorgo. He's played vampires in two major films. He played Dracula and Yorgo in European-produced films, including The Fearless Vampire Killers, starring Roman Polanski. And I do believe he directed it too, didn't he?
So he's Jorgula.
Jorgula. Or if you're Hispanic, Jorgula.
That pronunciation thing just gave me a flashback to my primary school teacher because she was supposed to teach us some English and she was horrible at it. And she couldn't pronounce the TH.
You see it now? Look. Okay. I got to back it up again.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
How's the slideshow going, Martin?
It's going. It could be faster if you don't ask me a question when I am counting slides.
Oh, sorry.
Right behind this German on the right, you'll see the fin I was talking about that was not on the helicopter when it landed. There. See it with the swastika? Anybody see the swastika between them?
No, I am doing things.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That is the tail rudder fin that they added after it landed because it was not on it when it was in the air or landing. The Wehrmacht Alpenkorps. The Alpenkorps was a World War I Imperial German Army unit. No Wehrmacht unit by that name. Well, there's a lot of fictional stuff. This castle doesn't exist either.
Well, some of the exteriors were real, but the castle itself is fictional.
Well,
yeah, they built a fake prop, and then the rest was either matte paintings or photo manipulation.
Wait, so the aerial takes of the castle, of the fortress, is that a model?
Yes.
No, some of it is Castle Hohenwerfen, but not
well, if
very
it
much.
shows the cliff, if it shows it on the cliff, it is not real.
Yeah.
When you see it on the cliff's edge, it is not real. Quite a trick. The general's supposed to be meeting the Russians in Crete in 1943. Crete was occupied by Germans.
So it would be possible.
You know, I just got to. I get the suspicion, Snorty, that there's not a lot to do up there at the North Pole for you, except read.
Eat and breathe.
Yeah.
That's the life, man.
Yeah, this is a popcorn film. It absolutely is.
I wonder, after watching that cute little cartoon movie that we watched yesterday, does Snorty have a snow friend?
Oh my God, dude. Snort, you need to see that movie. It's
It's so
called,
cute.
what was it called? Something Bear. Snow Bear?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Check that movie out. It's animated by the guy who did the movie Brother Bear. And it's a new little short film he made on his own. And I do believe that it's a proof of concept for a movie. And I'm like, go to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola
full
will
movie
give
made.
you money for that. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm looking for it too.
So we finished season 3 of I found it.
I found it too.
Well, it's too bad I already found it.
And I didn't, because I didn't look for it.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, you make the stupid slideshow so we can switch.
There's the movie. Okay, you can watch the entire almost 12-minute movie for free on YouTube. So here you go.
It took him 3 years.
And how
many pictures did he draw? 10,000, I think, or 11,000. Insane.
Yeah, drawings. There you guys go. I think you guys will like the film. I loved it. Even though it's your typical Disney style anthropomorphic film that over anthropomorphizes bears, because half of the creatures it deals with in that little movie, it would absolutely kill and eat.
Yeah.
Or would kill him. Like he jumps into water to hang out with some orcas. And it's like
And he stays in there for way longer than he could.
well, they can stay in there pretty good. They got good use of that. And on top of that, they don't absorb that much of the water in their fur, the way their fur is designed. It's the external part of their fur that gets it. And then what they do is they get up on the ice and they just brush off on the ice. And the water's out of their fur. It's crazy how their fur works. Yeah, you tell her, Snorty. Don't let me tell her. Oh, you got to get back to work?
That's good. I didn't know it was down.
Von Hoppen is also not a Germanic sounding name. Yeah.
Von Happen. That could be a German name.
There? No, there's no fun happening there. Okay, so I have to do it myself.
I do like what Richard Burton does in here by telling this German, giving him shit for, flirting with the Fraulein. He says, "You're just a major. You still have to," and he says, "I'm also the brother of," and he says the name, which is basically he's telling him
Himmel.
it's Goering,
Himmler.
or is it Himmler?
No,
Himmel.
Heimlich
Himmel.
Himmler. That's it. Heimlich Himmler. Yeah, he's the little brother of Himmler.
That scares the
And
shit out of him.
the other guys just poker all
Yep.
orifices on his body. Oh.
We don't
The guy
like
was
to
right,
fuck with
though. That
it.
was conduct unbecoming.
Yeah.
Treat a woman like that when you're in uniform doesn't look good.
Now, like many blue-eyed actors, in order to enhance the blueness of the eyes, they would have the actors wear a little mascara, and absolutely, Burton was one of them, to enhance how pale blue his eyes were. So you'll notice that in this film, certain shots that you can really see the mascara. Yeah, this is where he has that other officer talk shit to him, and he shuts him up by telling him that he's the little brother of one of the highest ranking Germans. And Clint Eastwood's character is a watcher in this movie. Did you pause it? Or is this just a really long clip?
I haven't done anything.
Paused it and restarted, and it's like acting weird. Just kind of lingering on this image.
Oh,
Probably my
has-
internet, because everything just froze for me for a moment.
Oh,
All right, there we go.
however, the player in StreamYard has been acting strangely for me for the last two shows. I hit click and play, and it doesn't register the click.
That's weird.
Well, I
Dutch
hope-
origin is what he's saying.
Yeah, very likely.
Okay, 78% rendered. We're getting there.
The question is, how do we find the point where we're at?
By
In the
trial
slideshow.
and error.
Okay.
Where is the slideshow?
It's not generated. This still is rendering.
Yeah, he just said
Uh,
70% rendered.
I was asking you, Anima, where it is, so I can do it for you because yours is frozen.
Oh. It says
Oh.
39 minutes. But it looks like it's playing for me.
So you have a selfish player.
Is it not playing for you,
I don't know.
Gary?
Now it is.
Okay.
Oh. It reacted once it was called out.
Yeah, right. Stop fucking around, slideshow. God, she's so pretty.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's both of them. The two girls in the movie. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
And
joined
both
us
of them so
over.
tragic.
Snort is over here now or something. Or
Where?
did everybody leave? Oh no, they're leaving. I heard the noise over in the Cosme. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. I already
Mm.
closed it a while ago. Fuck that.
Yeah.
There's a
I mean,
slideshow in the Pop Culture Minefield folder.
no. Yes, yes. Okay. File is rendered and is a huge ass file, so I have to compress it.
Do you want to run the slideshow once it's done, Gary?
Yes.
When we switch over?
Yeah, because it's been paused for minutes now, just sitting there at the 404 marker.
Okay, I'll just get rid of it.
Yay! I would love to go through one show where we didn't have everything fuck up.
And it's not like we're not spending production meetings on this shit, figuring it out.
I know.
And as soon as we go
And then
live
we-
and do a show, boom.
it's kaput.
Yeah, we sacrificed an hour of date night yesterday on this, and everything seemed to be working.
Well, if you were working together, it's still a date night.
Not really.
Don't tell her that; she won't hear you.
That's the whole point of date night, is that we're not doing anything show related.
Look, if you want to be like, talk about date night. Date night usually includes fooling around, just so
Well-
you know. It's not really a date night unless I get to fool around at the end of it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, whatever. So what I say, not what you say.
You're making up new rules every day, Gary.
Right.
All to
Yeah.
please you.
Every red-blooded fucking man will tell you, no, that's pretty much the rule. That, yeah,
Okay.
date night ends in fooling around.
What
the
link are you
YouTube
talking
one?
about, Snorty?
The YouTube one, Snort?
Because we gave up on Cosme. It's forcing you to subscribe now, pay $5 a month. And we're not doing that. Or at least we have to
Yeah,
consider.
we could do it, but I won't ask the audience to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
they have to subscribe too?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
No, I
Yeah.
think only the host does.
Yeah, I
No,
think
no.
if the I think if the host does, the others still get to watch, but we have.
no, Snorri got that message of the subscribing message.
Yeah, but I think once we, as Gary, as the host subscribes, it goes away
What
for the
she's
others.
saying is what that is. Because to show the video, you have to have a paid account, I guess.
Okay.
Even though they didn't do it to us the last one.
Yeah, because you get a certain amount of time for free, and then you have to subscribe. And apparently, we hit that 10 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, your free trial has expired, motherfucker.
It doesn't even say that. It just blocks out the movie and forces you to hit the
Yeah, but
subscribe
that's the whole message.
Yeah,
the message, the idea that they are trying to convey is that one. Trial expired, motherfucker.
So
Okay,
we
I
might
think my daughter is
try that again
messaging me
yet.
and she's meaning to message somebody else. She writes to me, she goes, it's all about the people who are not cool with the kids. Then her next
What?
message is, did you get the best of all the way home? And then don't forget to bring your food. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to? That is clearly,
clearly not
me.
meant for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Snorty says, I want to make a sequel where Beagle's there.
I like beagles. They're awesome.
But they smell
They
horrible.
smell and they hump a lot. They're really annoying. I remember I told my one of my childhood best friends, Mike Beatty, I said, man, that beagle we got, man, he's constantly humping my leg. And he looks at me and goes, well, you know how to get him to stop doing that. I went, no, how? And he goes, pick him up and suck their dick.
No.
That was Mike Beatty to me, 10th grade. Can I
Just ew.
is it available to download yet or no?
No, it's not. Have a little patience.
I have a ton of patience. I don't know if our audience does.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I cannot make the computer work faster.
Why not?
Believe me, if I could, I would.
I know.
Was ist los, mein Freund?
Papa,
Yeah, no, it's was ist los, mein Sohn? I said, das Hund ist los, mein Papa. I made a joke in German and didn't realize I'd made a joke.
Because that actually means the dog is loose.
yeah.
Because
Who
he's
let the
asking,
dogs out?
what's up? Who let, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, basically the way it's asked is like, what's up, son? You know, what's happening? And I'm saying the dog is loose, using the word los in its literal form. Now I have Patience by Guns N' Roses running in my head. That'll teach you. Listen to this show.
Oh, I do that to Gary all the time. We're talking and I say something and he's like, oh, great, now I have to listen to that song. I'm like, what song? What did I do?
You know, that happens to me with music and movies and show because yes, Gary,
Okay, we're past this.
I have that condition that the guy in that show
There we go.
had. But I have learned not to say aloud the quotes because people looks you strange.
People are strange.
Gary, that is the long slideshow that you pulled up.
Yeah.
That is
Well,
not the
he
new
wants
one.
he wants to have something playing.
Yeah.
while-
Okay.
Come on.
I just thought the new one is up and whatever.
Oh yeah, Cosme. Don't even bother with Cosme today, Snort. I've got to figure this out. I get paid. Oh fuck. Today.
So you're a porn star? You get paid for fuck?
Jesus.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm sorry. There we go. He's in timeout.
No, I'm not.
You were.
You cannot do that to me. I'm the
I know,
admin.
'cause you have you have godlike control.
It's called being the producer.
All right,
Okay,
I just went to
bringing this up. Okay,
Patreon and I withdrew my payment. I got paid today for Patreon, and that's enough to pay for my
Okay.
phone bill and to pay for Cosme. So I'm going to go and pay for Cosme this month.
wait. I just paused it. No, I just paused the thing.
42-minute mark.
Yeah, but that wasn't that one.
You want me to download?
No, I will.
No, I'm going to show it. Don't tax your
Fuck
shit.
that.
Don't do it. It's still showing the other one.
Nope.
Are you changing the name?
Yes, it's
What's it going to say?
okay. I'm showing it. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, I'm thinking in Spanglish. This is the one that's it's playing. It's all well.
All right.
All is well.
Yep. There you go. Hi, Sander. Broadsword coming,
Hi,
Danny
Sander.
boy. Broadsword coming,
Roger
Danny boy.
Hammerschlag.
Are we still allowed to say that?
What?
What?
Hammer? Because violent stuff?
Well,
You never know these days.
Hello, Stasis Geek.
Hi, Stasis Geek. Is that a new name?
No,
It's
they have been here before.
God, I
At least-
apologize. I'm horrible with names.
it's what caffeine.
Oh yeah, tag me in for that too.
Yeah.
And
I'm drinking a lot of Coke Zero today.
I said in German for you, honey.
Ja, no. Eine Tasse Kaffee.
I remember my dad says the fun thing to say is hot coffee. So you say eine Tasse heiße Kaffee. And I'm like, it's like a riddle or something. Like, why would you have words that sound that similar? Like in English, it's 1 cup of hot coffee. in German, it's Tasse and
You see,
Heisse.
in Germanic language, you use the 1 cup, and in Romance language, we just say 1 coffee. We don't use
Which
the.
makes more sense to me than also having to describe what the coffee is in.
No, it's not where it's in. It's the measurement.
Did they in German eventually adopt just saying eine Kaffee?
I was just going to say it. Nobody orders a cup of coffee. You order the type of coffee that you want.
Okay.
Because coffee is not just coffee in Austria. It's like in Italy. It's espresso based, and there's different versions of it. You just say whatever version you want.
Ein Schwarz Kaffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't even wrong.
Because that's what you would say. It is. One
did-
black coffee, no cream, no sugar.
Wait, did you pause it?
No, I did not.
Why
Did
the
you?
hell is pause?
I don't know. Oh, did you hit play? Okay, you hit.
Yeah. What the freak?
These.
I have no
Okay,
idea.
just to let you know, all 3 of those guys are traitors.
Yeah.
It's like we said, there's not really many scenes in this movie where there isn't a traitor in the scene.
Now, here's the other thing. They do not know if Richard Burton's character is with them or not.
Or not. Because he's a double agent.
Yes.
But his primary allegiance is to Great Britain. They don't know that. They think that he has dual allegiances, but the main allegiance is Germany. But they're not sure. So they're afraid to expose themselves to him, show their penises.
Mm.
Oh my God, Gary. Why?
What's this one? Now in Austria, you get Schwarzwälder pie with the coffee. What is Walder?
Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte.
What?
That's
That is not what's
type
written
of
there.
cake.
Stop making up words. That says Schwarzwälder.
I'm saying the original. He's misspelling Schwarzwälder, and it's not. Nobody orders pie here. It's Torte, which means cake. And that's a very rich cake. It's the dough is made with chocolate powder, and
Cocoa.
it gets
Okay.
doused in alcohol. Dairy
Nice.
alcohol, and then
Okay,
layers of
you've
cream
totally
in
got me
between
right
and
now.
cherries.
Okay, I'm in.
Holy shit, I want the
I
recipe.
know.
Yeah, chocolate cocoa, real cocoa cake
Yeah,
with cherries. Fuck yeah, I want some of that.
I have the recipe.
There are also regional differences in English. In New York, they say have a coffee. In the South, we say have a cup of coffee. Now, how far south are you? Because I grew up in Virginia, as well as North Carolina. Because I spent a lot
Well,
of time in North Carolina.
I'm south of you, and we say una taza de café. So
There's also a
There are-
difference between British and American people, because the British people ask, "Can I get a coffee?" and the American people ask, "Can I have a coffee?"
When
That's
you
what I've been
get
told.
well, it's also people who don't understand grammar will say things. Hold on, let me read this. When you get there, a lot of discussions about the Bell 47G being in the movie, I guess. Yeah, I've already talked about it, buddy. I brought up the fact that the 47G is the precursor to TC's helicopter, which was, I think, the 400D Bell. The 47 was specifically the ones used in Korea. Oh my God, you're just making it sound better, Sander. You're not underselling it. You're overselling it, and I'm loving it. I want that cake.
dude, just the
I want
cherry
it
boost.
now. Do it. Give it to me now.
I just described it to you.
I know, but that's even more. Cherry booze. Oh my God,
Yep,
that sounds so fucking good.
Kirschwasser.
Black Forest cake
It's
was one of my
heavy.
favorite birthday treats growing up. Now, mine is said to be German, but it's actually the name German not the country German. It's supposed to have
Yeah.
2 N's at the end. And it's German chocolate cake. And I fucking love German chocolate cake. Snorty Puss eating fish. Num, 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 num. Okay, it's a 500, not the 400. I thought it was the Hughes Bell helicopter because Hughes makes Bell.
Okay, apparently now we're talking sweet treats.
I do believe, Alpha, that Hughes owns Bell, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you can look it up. Yeah, that's what I said. I just said that.
It's not named after a brand of chocolate. It's named after the person who invented it.
The person who invented it, the guy who invented it,
was German.
had 2 N's at the end of his name. It's German with 2 N's.
This is sounding borderline racist.
Bart's.
But the thing is,
Yeah,
people in America really do like to name things after countries that they have nothing to do with when it comes to food. So I get why people would think that it is a German.
Well, it's like when they say French vanilla. There is no such thing as French vanilla.
No, really not.
And what it really means is if you have something served to you with called French vanilla, it's supposed to have vanilla bean in it. But it's not from France.
No.
The weird part.
But you do that with a lot of things.
Okay. Stop
American
saying
English.
you. Stop saying
I just
you.
added in American English.
I'm just telling you.
I know you don't like that.
I don't do that.
I know it's not you. It's the American English that's doing it.
Thank you.
But it's fucking weird as a European.
It still annoys me when people ask why a hamburger doesn't have ham on it.
Oh my God.
I tell people all the time, the original hamburger sandwich was an open-faced sandwich. It didn't become a closed sandwich until it reached the U.S. So that's why a lot of people think that it's an American sandwich, and it's not. We just learned how to close it. And
What
serve
an
it
amazing
as a means
invention.
to hold it, handheld food. And boy, when they did it the first time, well, we have McDonald's in fucking Japan because of it. And fuck, all over the place.
Well, the thing was created because you didn't want to stop playing cards.
But Russia decided they didn't want to keep having to deal with the licensing and crap. So they just made their own McDonald's. So if you go to Russia, any of the main cities in Russia, you will see that they have Russian McDonald's. It still has an M.
And how is it called?
Hold on, let me find it for you. I'll show it to you. It's
Mikhail Donald?
It's kind of ridiculous because it's so obviously a McDonald's copy. We don't want McDonald's.
Oh my God.
They go and do a copy.
They did a great story on it it's one of the news shows at night on Sundays. And they went there and did their research on this Russian. Here it is. It was CNN. McDonald's replacement restaurants are unveiled. This is back in 22. So I'm just going to drop the screen down for a second and I'll share this. Okay, I'll remember. There we go. This is their version of McDonald's.
Looks more like a Subway.
It was formerly a McDonald's, and then they bought out all the stores.
And that's a freaking shawarma.
Yeah, and you can actually go here, and that's what it looks like on the outside. You can see the fucking McDonald's arches. I shit you not. And they went.
I think it all stays
food.
McDonald's next to it.
Yeah, well, it's even got. Yeah, it actually does. It does say McDonald's, but it was originally McDonald's in English there, because here's an image of it right there. and it died. It died a horrible death in Russia. And so this bought up all the stores, kept the arches wherever they were at. And if it wasn't there, this is their actual logo. And the journalist and his team went there, and they said, "I got to tell you the honest truth. Their French fries taste better. Everything else pretty much tastes the same, but the fries are just a little bit. They're crispier, which I think that's a smart move, making them crispier, because I hate soft French fries." Yeah, fresh roll. There you go. And by the way, during certain seasons of the year, Snorty, you'll appreciate this. In the New England states, they serve McLobster.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My friend that lives up there, that took over running Josh's website for years, like 12 years, she ran that website for him. And she said, "I wish we could ship some of this to you, because it's actually pretty good. It's fresh caught lobster right here in Maine, and they make them at McDonald's, lobster tail, and it's called McLobster." And I envied her that. I'm like, I don't like lobster. I got to be honest, but I want to try it. My problem with lobster is crab's
the way
better.
they are killed. No, I can. I can.
Oh, it's not like, they walk them out and tell them to look out at the rabbit hutches.
I mean, they're boiled alive. What the fuck?
Crabs too. It's how you cook crab. And in fact, somebody says, when you throw them in boiling water, you can hear them scream. No, they're not screaming, dipshit. That's the sound of steam coming out of their shell.
Yeah, but but I'm sure that doesn't hurt.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it hurts when you kill any animal. The most humane thing that we started doing was using the hydraulic hammer.
Yeah,
on
or
cattle.
shoot them.
Well, it's cheaper to use the hydraulic. It's what Shigura carries in No Country for Old Men, is the hydraulic bolt that you press against the head and dunk, release it, and like a bullet goes right into the brain and kills them instantly. But I'm sure it hurt for a split second. French fries and a German Mickey D's taste off to me. You know what else tastes alpha? Have you eaten McDonald's in Britain? I ate in a London McDonald's, and I had a Big Mac, and I hated it. And my dad's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "It tastes like meatloaf." He goes, "But you like meatloaf." I said, "Not when I'm trying to eat a Big Mac. I don't want it to taste like meatloaf. I want it to taste like a Big Mac." And he's right. I do love meatloaf, but it doesn't taste right when it's supposed to be a Big Mac.
Yeah, Quebec McDonald's also have McLobster. It's called McLobster, eh?
And at the end of the order, you have to, every order at McDonald's, dead serious, you have to do this. You give your order and then you go, "Sorry." Never understood why in the former Eastern Europe people were so eager to eat at McDonald's. Their own food was a lot better than processed shit Mac. Makes same thing in countries like Turkey, Greece. You know what? Now I'm hungry for turkey with grease on it. John?
Wimpies. Sander, you have your your caps lock activated if you hadn't noticed.
I want to do this again. Give this one more try. He says, "Shit Mac makes same thing in countries like Turkey and Greece." And I said, "Oh, now I'm hungry for turkey with grease on it."
You know, getting a joke is not the same as liking a joke.
Not the point. I said that kind of joke, and it needed that after it. So there. So you know what this reminds me of, though, Anima? That the chamber the Russians create that overlook that ripper that rips into the upside down, because it looks
Oh,
just like
yeah,
that with the windows overlooking it.
it does.
I love the doner kebab, which is the Turkish version of gyro.
You know that that's actually a German thing.
All I know is it's a Turkish restaurants in London, and that's what they call them there, doner kebabs.
I know, but it's Germanized Turkish food.
I ate a Burger King in New Zealand one.
Please stop talking about
tasted
food.
like
I'm hungry. We're not even
It
halfway
tasted
through the
like-
slideshow.
does here. In other words, it tasted like crap. Okay. Thanks for letting me finally get to what he was saying. When in Greece, try a gyro sandwich. I love gyros. It's like we have them here. There's one Greek restaurant about 20 minutes from here, 20 miles. And if you don't have one near you, Arby's makes gyros with traditional gyro meat, a mixture of beef and lamb, and it's really good. The only problem, I don't like gyros with lettuce on them. That's just weird to me. Like, it's one of the vegetables that shouldn't be
Too
on a
healthy?
gyro. No, it's just weird consistency. It tastes weird. It feels weird. No, onions and tomatoes and the Greek yogurt sauce are what belong on a gyro other than the meat.
Tzatziki.
Yeah, tzatziki is really good.
I love tzatziki.
I always ask for, like, when I order it, extra tzatziki. It's good. Doner is Turkish for turning or winding, so basically it's the same as gyro. Thank you, man. I
Yeah,
actually
it's
didn't know
the-
that.
It's the skewer that the meat is on that rotates, so it gets grilled.
Yeah. And by the way, here's something weird to learn about this. And I had quite a few when I was over in London. Like, I ate a lot of it. My primary diet was gyro or doner kebabs, the steak and kidney pies, or Coke and peanuts. And I ate a crap load of that meat when I was there. And come to find out, people went fucking blind and died from ill-kept meat
Damn.
in London.
Well,
And
Welcome
I'm
to
like,
our re-
really?
welcome to our review of Where Eagles Cook.
Yeah. Right?
We in Holland have something called a hair salon, which is shawarma, yeah. Fries, lettuce, garlic sauce, and molten cheese. Kapsalon. Okay, that's cool. I've heard of shawarma. I've never had it. I got to tell you the truth. I don't recall ever noticing a difference.
Because there isn't one.
I don't know. There could be a slight difference. I don't know. Because I had that when I was young. I was 13. And the rest of my life, I've just had gyros. There are a lot of Greeks in my area and lots of good places to serve Greek food. Outstanding. I heard that they don't want to leave there because they don't want to leave their little brothers behind.
Oh my God.
All right, we got a food war. Food
Yeah.
fight.
Fuck the movie. Let's talk food.
This is, of course, like one of my favorite moments of this scene, by the way, is when he makes one of the agents go out the window. He says, "Go out the window here." And he goes, "Now." And so he climbs out, and he did that because he knew the Germans would look out that window and shoot him. That he would be a distraction. Oh, I want to make that movie. I
When
want to make
Euro's
that
there.
movie
Mm.
where Euros dare. I like the idea of that movie. They have to, the last Euros on Earth have been stolen and are held in a castle somewhere in Austria.
Dude, I've seen videos. I think it was in Brazil. A guy with a gun at gunpoint, he robbed the Giro.
Really? He must have been hungry.
By the way, when you're in Brazil and you have one of those full waxings
Oh yeah.
down there, what do they call it?
A waxing.
Everywhere else, it's called a Brazilian. But what do they call it there?
Local
Also,
waxing.
have you ever counted as high as a Brazilian?
Why do you do this to me?
He's doing it to me too. And you only get
I'm
it
doing
during
it-
the shows.
I'm
I get
doing it
all
to
day.
the audience as well.
But the audience can leave. We can't.
Yeah, we don't want them to. We want them to want more punishment. Yeah. We'll ask the questions here.
Yeah, right. I found it really weird that when they are on top of the cable car to sneak into the castle, that they are wearing their white coats. When under the coats they have dark uniforms. Wouldn't that have been more clever? I don't know.
I don't know. Been
I mean,
fucking
yeah,
warned.
it would have been cold, but you're so easy to spot in white in the dark.
In order to put
I
this
don't know.
cuber, I make a kick-ass tzatziki tzatziki
It's
snort
not
delicious
delicious.
with fresh Turkish bread, or it's great with Italian food. Yeah, I will eat it with anything. I fucking love that sauce, and I learned how to make it. And so I ordered, what do you call it? Dry ice, uh, shipped Euro meat. And I made Zoe and me, we had enough meat to last us over a month. And we had Euros so much, and she never got tired of them. She still craves them to this day. And I made our own, tzatziki sauce. So I got some of the, all the ingredients, including the real Greek yogurt, which is much thicker than the stuff you buy in the store.
Well, it's 10% fat instead of 3.5. I like
Yeah.
that in an alpha.
Yeah, instead of auto gyro, it would be called auto gyro. Instead of the bell. And here, where Euros dare. Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. Little. I want to make that movie or comic book, where they have to break into this castle on the top of the Alps and get the stolen recipe and all iterations of Euros. We'll never be able to have delicious Euros again. They took the recipe. Yes, I did a bad German accent on purpose that time.
That was just bad accent. Nothing to do
Yeah.
with German.
I threw Z in there. 'cause
Wait.
that's how you do bad German.
It was a bad German accent or a bad German accent?
It was a bad German. It was an accent of a bad German.
Can we just settle on it was bad? Stop talking about food, people, please.
Nah, they're not going to stop. We've released the monster. We have released the Kraken of food.
It's
The
6:30. I haven't
Cafe,
eaten today, and I'm stuck
There's an
here.
auto gyro.
You need a
So
sneaker,
if
Anima.
you use that instead of the bell.
Yeah.
Your where Euros dare. Yeah, that's true. Couple of close. Absolutely. That's, man. The German accent was worthy of Marlon Brando. Yeah. His German was awful. Good movie though. The Young Lions. It's another book by is it James Joyce? Is that who wrote that? It's a guy who wrote From Here to Eternity. Monday, Food and War. Well, they say that an army travels on its stomach.
Yep.
Now, Napoleon understood that, and thus was created canned food during the French Prussian War, right? The French Prussian War.
I can't remember the
I think
war,
that was
but
it.
I remember that they even made a contest to see who could come up with the best method to make the
Yeah.
And
I
they came
remember.
up with it, but something went wrong. And I can't remember if it was lead that got involved or what. I just remember soldiers got sick and a lot died from
I think
tasting
they
food.
hadn't figured out proper pasteurization yet.
It was the Napoleonic Wars, yeah. But it also, at the time, it was referred to as the French Prussian War. I can't remember. I love that movie, Sander. That is a great movie. But again, Marlon doesn't do accents very well, which is what made it so funny to me when he did the movie Island of Dr. Moreau with Val Kilmer, because Val Kilmer did a perfect Marlon Brando on camera to his face, which pissed him off. I'm serious. They did not get along. And so Val just kept fucking with him. And that's the movie where Val got a bad reputation. But I got to be honest, I think the bad person in that was Brando and not Kilmer.
I
Yale
think
Television Connections. I love that show, Alpha. What a great show. I have copies of it that I can watch whenever I want to. And I think I got it through archive.org. And that was one of the best shows ever. Connections, what it did, I've talked to you about this before, Anima. This is a show that shows you this great thing today, but where did it come from? And it falls, it basically devolves all the way back to what was the first version of this. And like one episode was about robotics. And it went all the way back to clockmakers and even further back than that. Like, it's just crazy how you could connect these things today to something way back in the past. Nobody squints like Clint Eastwood. Yeah, this is where he puts the gun down, the submachine gun. A Schmeisse. The Connection was just a great show, Alpha. I'm not surprised to find out that you like that show at all. Irwin Shaw wrote that one?
Apparently.
I'm just really thrown by that.
I remember this church being on the other side of the square.
That is the weirdest Mexican stewie I've ever heard.
I'll take that
It was
as a
funny
compliment.
though. I liked it.
You
Interesting.
shouldn't have gone with that haircut.
He is so unnaturally blonde and blue-eyed. It looks fake.
Look
That
what
is
you did.
interesting.
Look what who did.
You have created this.
Cool Whip. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. Would you like some Cool Whip? Cool Whip? Cool Whip?
Oh God, I hate this. Stop it. Stop it.
Brian gets sick of him doing it. He says,
Say cool.
Meg's pubes are in the pie.
Say cool. Cool. Now say whip. Whip. Now say cool whip. Cool whip.
Yeah, that's like Matt Vader from the Salty Nuts trying to say Portugal.
I love this. Like the funniest part of this is says you really say it that way. How do you say cool? Cool. How do you say whip? Whip. How do you say cool whip? Cool whip. I love that. He doesn't say will, he says Will Wheaton. He actually puts an H in will. Send in special agents. Part of the Wehrmacht. Well, one thing I always found interesting with the Wehrmacht is how they actually got along with veterans of other armies after the war, because they proudly did not consider themselves the N word, the other
No.
one that you can't say in public on YouTube.
Yahtzee.
They were soldiers doing their job.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they have to agree with what their commanding officers
And
do.
one of the greatest ones of those, of course, was Rommel. And Rommel was given permission to commit seppuku to save his family and their fortune.
Yep.
Oh, I like this one. He is the true Aryan anima.
Yeah. Totally.
Ruined. You ruined it. I fucking love Stewie.
Sandra, we have a lot of umlauts in our words, but not in Sturmgewehr. That's
The
Sturm,
what?
not Sturm. What he just said. Yes.
By the way, did anybody play the video today?
No.
No videos at all. We were too busy
Did you
figuring
notice
out
that play
Kid and
fast?
Hungry.
I asked the question.
What is playing fast?
The video played it faster than normal. It's because I have control over the videos with that little browser tab add-on.
That is cool.
For some
Hi,
reason, though, it
Gambit.
doesn't seem to work on this video.
Yeah, I don't think you can
That's-
speed up a slideshow
Yeah.
because it is
Because-
slides. They are set to play in a certain.
Yes. It is getting read remotely. It's not local like the videos in here. And it's a good thing you can speed up the slideshow because remember they are tailored to 5 seconds per slide, so it could not be claimed.
Yeah.
Any faster than that would claim us, would get us claimed. Sorry.
We know what you mean.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
Yeah,
Hey,
just say hi
Gambit,
to
how
him.
are you, man?
We missed you. If you go back to the
Well-
beginning, we were talking about how weird it is to start a show and you're not there.
Yeah, we missed you several times, but I'll get better at my shooting. That woman has the angriest eyebrows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you look at Anima's avatar and she's the judgmentalist, the most judgmental of ninjas ever.
Am I?
The ninja is judging you before she killed you.
Even the Waffen SS veterans, for the most part, got along with many Allied veterans. My mentor got his Silver Star fighting against the 6th SS Mountain Division and met with their vets after the war. But were they legit SS? That's what I'm curious about, because it's not that they wouldn't try to get along with us, it's that we didn't like them because we had a problem with Yahtzees. And we didn't see the Wehrmacht as that. Oh, this is great. He got hurt when they did this. And he had to shoot it again and he had a bandage on his head at the time, and it hurt his eye. The squib went off early, and it blew chunks into his
Oh.
eye. And so they had to dress him up and have him come back out there with his hat tilted a certain way to hide the bandage.
He could have lost his eyesight over that.
Yeah.
Crazy what happened on this movie.
Ah, the master ruse. All that risk just to confirm they're suspicious. Suspicions.
Okay. Now, I'm a language guy, so I've watched it since 2002. It's like, that has to be like the longest watch ever.
Come on, Gary. Come on.
I know, it threw me too, but he means he hasn't watched it since 2002.
I thought you said you could retypo.
42 was such a good machine gun that 30 years later, it's still in use. Oh, yeah.
Even the Empire used it.
The MG42, the only problem with it is you don't want to overheat it, which is why they fucked up when you see the movie Saving Private Ryan. They showed them constantly firing.
Without changing barrels.
You can't do that the way they did. You fire 3-shot to 5-shot bursts, hold, fire 3 to 5-shot bursts, hold, and that way the barrel doesn't overheat so quickly. Those regular soldiers, different from the Algemeine SS. A lot of denial there, especially for certain SS units like the Leibstandarte and Totenkopf divisions.
Deadhead?
Totenkopf means skull.
Oh.
Yeah, which is what this guy is. He has the skull.
Mm-hmm.
And as I recall, he's also Gestapo.
Yes.
No, it got great reviews, to be honest with you. It's simplistic. It is not the best McClane movie ever. It is not, but it is a great film. And it's made great because it's got 2 specific people in it that make it great. That's right. Bob and Jim were in this movie. Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton.
And I really like how they solved their issues with the movie, where one had too much text and the other had too much action, so it just switched.
Yep. Although still the big scene takes place, and it had to be Richard Burton's character, but he didn't do any of the stunts. He only did close-ups, which was actually Alf was his name, that did his stunts for him, and was injured doing the one stunt where he slammed into the side of the car and broke the window, broke 3 of his teeth, knocked him out, broke a rib, and what else did he break? I forget what he broke.
I think he broke 3 ribs in total.
3 ribs. I know that the what do you call it? Where you lived, Croatia, still uses the MG42, and I do believe the Hungarian military, who were the suppliers for the movie, Force 10 from Navarone, they had a lot of old German weapons.
Yeah, I mean, they filmed Kelly's Heroes in Croatia, and one of the reasons was they were able to get all the equipment because the Croatian army was still using it, because there's not a lot of money there, so you use what you have, and a lot of it was left in that area.
Yep. So Liebstandarte started as Hister's bodyguard unit. The Totenkopf division was raised from concentration camp guards, so different from other Waffen-SS units made up of volunteers or non-Germans. That's interesting.
Non-Germans? I didn't know that.
Spain used it until the 80s. I remember when Armor came out. My last day in Spain, in I think it was in August of '77 was my last day in Spain. I don't remember what day it was, but it was when the revolution started, the revolt, and we were on the very last flight out of Spain. Otherwise, we would have been stuck there for probably months, because they shut the airport down, and it was communist, as I recall. That shit was scary. And we flew, by the way, you'll appreciate this, Alpha. We flew out on a Comet jet plane, British jet plane, British Airways. And I was terrified because all I'd ever read about that plane was how it would decompress in midair. And I just prepared all the way from Spain to England to die because I'm just like, we're going to decompress in midair because that's why so many of these things crashed. You know, but unbeknownst to me, and apparently my dad, because he got drunk, and to manage the flight, and basically we learned that that problem they had with the first Comets was eventually fixed. So we did not decompress and die. That's why I'm here.
Thankfully,
I didn't notice.
In Bosnia and Croatia, we encountered both MG-42s and 3s. Oh, wow. As well as the MG-34s. Some casualties came from trying to fit the 7.62 NATO ammo in a 7.92 Mauser weapon. No shit. No fucking shit. This is something I also learned with when you're firing weapons to know if that weapon is 7.62 NATO or 223. Because you can fire a 223 through a 7.62, but you can't do the opposite. And that's why it's important to know exactly what ammo you've got and what weapon you've got. So that's interesting because that's the same problem. Using 7.62 with that includes the same problem they have with firing. You can't fire 7.62 in a 223. The lumen is narrower.
yeah,
but
that sounds like a bad idea.
The
to try
opposite.
that.
Well, the opposite works okay. Although, as I recall, you have to clean it a lot. Clean your barrel.
Well, you
I've
better
never
be-
done it. I've never done it. So, what,
You better
Martin?
keep your barrel clean.
Well, you're supposed to anyway, but you have to double up the time you normally clean your weapon when you're firing rounds that weren't designed for it. They're small enough to go through, but it increases ammo residue in the barrel.
Gambit, we brought that up earlier.
Which one?
Thank you.
Burton later said I decided. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, show up on time, motherfucker. What the hell, dude? Because I'm going to go through the whole story again. So the script was written by McLean. It's the first screenplay he ever wrote. And he wrote the screenplay first before adapting it into a book. But he wrote the script specifically for Richard Burton because Richard Burton had always died in his movies. So they decided to make a movie for him where he survives at the end. So his kids would watch it, his and Elizabeth Taylor's kids. But in the end, when he read the final script, he's like, I'm doing way too much action. That scared the shit out of him because his alcoholism was bad. It really was, like 3 bottles of vodka a day on the set, every day. And he would be just sloshed by the end of the day. And Eastwood was so impressed with the fact that he would show up the next morning ready to read his lines perfectly, like he hadn't been drinking the night before. He couldn't do that. But so the two of them had their own concerns when reading the final script. Clint Eastwood's like, I'm saying way too much. I need to be
Give
the
me
strong
less
silent
words
type.
and more killing.
Less words, more killing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Less words, more killing. And then in the
That's
reverse, Burton was happy to give up the action scenes and go more for the dialogue. And that's why he got more dialogue and Clint Eastwood got more action.
that sounds like that psychopath. It's worse, more killing.
That's Clint Eastwood. And man, if I could be crazy like him, I'd fucking do it. Wait a minute. Here we go. What's this? You can also fire a 38 Special and a 357 Magnum. That's right. But if you try to fire a 357 Magnum in a 38, you'll blow up the gun. Yep.
And probably yourself.
And possibly your hand, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole Balkan War was a shit show. We Dutch got fucked by the international community defending places like Srebrenica.
Srebrenica.
Look, man, I want nothing to do with the UN. And I'm really not, I don't like the NATO anymore. They've become
Police.
soft commie, hard socialists. And I'm just not interested in them. We need to kick the UN out of the US and stop talking to NATO until they fucking come back begging to us. We're like, fuck you. You want to deal with this shit? You deal with it. We're done with you. Treat us like we're garbage and fucking we're there keeping you out of trouble, becoming the latest block of Russia. Anyway, it's this. By that he meant that the movie he was in were pretty not adult but mature, right? Although there were some serious English actors that ended up in an adult film. Anybody know what that is?
Nope.
No.
Caligula. Helen Mirren is in a scene where they had, embedded scenes of actual porn actors and actresses fucking. It was done by Penthouse, Bob Guccione. And Guccione went behind their backs and edited in porn scenes. And everybody wanted their names taken off the movie. But somebody went back to the original notes and edits and refurbished the film. And I plan to do the refurbished Caligula film because I watched it and it's pretty fucking good. All that stupid shit Guccione did, gone. The only thing of Guccione that's left there is his name, because he was a producer. And it's true that the Yazidis invaded Holland in the 40s. Does anybody know how many times the Yazidis invaded Poland? Kastner and co-producer Jerry Gershwin announced in '66 that they had purchased 5 McLean scripts, starting with Where Eagles Dare and 8 Bells Toll. Brian Hutton had just made. That's neat.
And you could tell by the line in brackets that this is copy-paste from Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not going to get mad. I just get irritated when he just starts repeating stuff we've already gone over. But he was not here because he's fucking late all the time. Regarding non-Germans in the SS, at first they only took Aryans, Dutch, Norwegians, Danes, etc. By late war, the SS had French, Walloon, Croat, Italian, Hungarian, Russian, Estonian, etc. divisions. That's definitely slave labor. They were not volunteering to be there.
No, I don't think so.
Especially the Russian.
Reportedly dubbed the film Where He Was There due to the amount of screen time in which stand-ins doubled for the cast during.
Yeah, I said that. I brought that up.
Yeah. With the British, French, and U.S. living to their promises to give air support if we get attacked. Yep. When you watch Burton in The Wild Geese, you can tell by looking at him he was a drinker. He looked awful in that film. Great acting, but he was so physically stiff in that film. He's always rigid when he's standing. Of course, any movie with Burton or Richard Harris was a schnozzler dream. Yeah. I love stories like between Peter O'Toole and Richard Harris, who were just best mates. They were the best of friends. They also hung out with Burton and Oliver Reed and one more, and I'm forgetting his name right now. But anyway, those two were friends. Not even when they're working together, they just fucking loved each other. And Harrison and O'Toole told this story that was just fucking funny, and I think it was on Carson. They told this story that they were doing a Shakespearean play together, and that when they had scenes where they weren't going to be in it, they would run across the street to a pub and drink. But then they forgot to go back one time. They got so sloshed that they forgot, and they went running. And Harris had the first line, and he ran and tripped on cables and slid onto the stage, delivering his lines.
Wow.
And yeah, Caligula, man, it's a good film. The original, not very good. The way they drew this scene out, because that gap, and they had to move the car up, move it back down for the next person. Crazy shit. Now, this is where they kick the shit out of Clint Eastwood. He's unconscious right now. And he says, if you want any help from us, we need to see that he's still alive. And so they bring him up there. It's like this, to me, I think was the blueprint of how to do the TV series 24. Having so much shit go wrong constantly.
Okay.
And in 24, the joke with 24, I have never seen so many kidnappings, sometimes with the same person within a 24-hour period. And that's the show, because someone was always being kidnapped per episode.
Dude, you haven't seen Latin American soap operas. In Venezuela, we had
I
one
have.
in which the protagonist got amnesia twice.
They have a reputation.
Okay, so mid-war, the Waffen-SS tried to recast itself as a multinational anti-communist army. So they did recruit willing volunteers, but a lot were also people just trying to get out of a POW camps. Genghis is here. What's up, Genghis?
Yes, hey, Genghis.
Hi, Genghis.
Love lifts us up where we belong,
Oh,
where
Jesus.
eagles cry and mountains die. Oh, man. Joe Cocker. Love lifts. The way he sings that fucking song.
Dude, as a singer, you're a great drummer.
Yes, I know. Your granddad was lucky. One of the Brandenburger commando tactics was wearing Dutch greatcoats over their uniforms and sneaking onto bridges ahead of the Wehrmacht. I think one of the next films I want to do is that assassination of that German general. It's been made twice. And the last one had Syrian Hines in it. That's who was in it. And it's a really good film about this guerrilla unit that did successfully kill it, but it got bloody. What happened was when the guy ran up, his weapon wouldn't discharge. It got jammed.
Fuck.
Because all he's supposed to do is shoot him, and fuck, the weapon he had, I think, was a Sten gun. I'm not sure. I think it was a Sten gun. You probably know, Alpha. What's this? Right on, Gary.
You're singing, I guess.
70-50 man. Your dad was sure brave. The thing that people don't quite understand about courage is not being afraid, because you should be scared out of your fucking wits. Courage comes from being afraid and still doing shit.
Yep.
Despite it, in spite of it, really. Yes, that's the one. I forget that. God damn it! What is that movie called? Let me look that up real quick. Is it Syrian? No, it wasn't Syrian Hine. Who was it that played that? The guy that played Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
Cillian Murphy?
That's it, Cillian Murphy.
Cillian.
Cillian.
The ongoing war about names here.
No, it is. It's Cillian. I'm just fucking with you. According to Americans, it's Cillian, because we say Celtics in America for some stupid reason instead of Celtics. All right, here we go. Let
See,
me find
that
this
annoys
movie.
you, and other things not. You're weird.
Oh, look, a lot of things annoy me. I don't like it when people say Monticello. That just fucking irritates me to no end. It's like, okay, how do you say mountain in Italian? Monte. How do you say the instrument, the upright instrument that you play with a bow? Cello. Okay. It's sort of like Cool Whip. Cool Whip. It's the same thing with me. It's
So
like
annoying.
it's like it's not Cool Whip, it's Cool Whip. It's Cool
Dude.
Whip. Okay.
Dude.
Let's
It
not
is
go there
Monticello.
again, please.
Dude,
Monticello.
don't even get me started with all the names in California butchered by the Americans. Los Angeles, is it Los Angeles?
Yeah, it's Los
Damn it.
Angeles.
Angeles.
Hey, I'll tell you who says it
Angeles.
correctly. You know who says it correctly?
Who?
That's a true hard red-blooded American. Robert Mitchum. He says it's the way it's supposed to say. No accent, but he pronounces it as Los Angeles.
Angeles. That G is not does not do the soft sound.
No, he says Los Angeles.
It's Angeles. Hey,
It's not the accent. He's not Spanish, for Christ's sake.
it is Spanish. It means the angels.
He is English American.
Uh,
He pronounces the G hard, which is what's important.
What I'm saying is that is not the correct way to pronounce that name.
If you're Spanish, right.
Yeah, and the name is in freaking Spanish.
I hear
You know
you,
what?
Martin.
I'm going to say this the way I said it to that French Parisian taxi driver. Take me to this hotel. And I said the name of the hotel. And he says, no Anglais, no Anglais. I said, the name is in French. No tip if you don't fucking start going now. Like, we pronounce things differently, and it's like, it's just a bullshit fucking argument that foreigners like to do because everybody wants to be pretentious about how things should be pronounced. Other people from other countries don't pronounce them the same way.
Why are you bothered then by people not saying Celtic but Celtic? Same fucking thing.
I don't get mad about it, but it is a difference between a hard C and a soft C because it's the same fucking word. Anthropoid is the film. Anthropoid with Cillian.
I think I have it.
Yeah, Jamie Dornan, Cillian Murphy, and Brian Caston. And it's directed by Sean Ellis. And it is the most accurate version of the film.
Yes,
not the best.
I do have it.
The original version of the film, which I think is French, is a better movie, but this one is more accurate. It still gets a 7.2 on IMDb. And it's a very good film, and it is far more accurate than the French film. Yeah, I already got it, but I looked it up.
The other one is The Man with the Iron Heart. Yeah, the other movie about Reinhardt's assassination.
No, cephalopod, we pronounce it cephalopod. I've never learned it any other way. We learned that in school. But I was taught to pronounce it Cerberus. Kerberos. Yeah, that's the way we learned to say it in school. No S. Well, you should know that. You're educated here, Alpha.
Sandra, your caps lock is stuck.
Conspiracy. That movie's about him? I don't think I've ever
Maybe
seen
not,
that
but
one.
I think he would be.
I know he's played Krauts a few times in films. He plays a Belgian with a terrible Belgian accent. Murder on the Orient Express. See if I can find that. Because he was also in that one about jazz kids or something like that. He was a Kraut in that. Does anybody even remember that movie?
Which movie?
I think it was called Jazz Kids. It was about the
No.
German teenagers that hung out in jazz clubs. That was one of the rebel groups the Yazis were after.
No, I
Haven't seen it.
And he played one of the Kraut officers. Conspiracy. Yeah, that's the one. Conspiracy. Yeah, I've not seen this movie. Him and Stanley Tucci. What a great cast.
Who's in it?
You've got Stanley Tucci, Simon Markey, David Glover, Tom Hiddleston, Dirk Martins, Barnaby Kay, Peter Sullivan, fucking Brian Pettifer is in it. Let's see. I don't know who that is.
dude.
Kenneth Branagh, Ben Daniels is in it, and Barnaby Kay. If I didn't already say that, because I like Barnaby.
In the poster from Conspiracy, Branagh almost looked like a very beaten Jack Bauer.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Kiefer. Here's a weird one. Kiefer's career has gone downhill so much he's in a Hallmark Christmas movie this year. Yeah.
Ouch.
By the way, anybody who watched the Exorcist TV series season 1, Ben Daniels was the main priest with the pencil thin mustache. Season 1 was actually really good. Season 2 is just crap.
Did they go woke?
No, they brought a character back from the movie, Regan. She's an adult now and a politician.
The what?
And
A politician?
Yeah, she's plays a politician with a different last name because she got married. So you don't know it's her until midway through the season. You learn her first name is Regan. And according to the series of, she was never released from the demon. And I'm like, yeah I'm done. I hated The Exorcist too, because it wasn't written by Peter Blatty, William Peter Blatty, who created the book. And it's like they went off on their own fun. Got Richard Burton to be in it though, but it's a crap movie. It really is. They also got James Earl Jones to play a witch doctor in it, which was really good. I love this scene where he just starts driving through these fucking plains with that snow plow. And by the way, tell them about the bus.
These buses were used in public transportation when my grandmother came from Brazil after the Second World War. And for her 90th birthday, my dad said he would pick her up at the place where she was living and drive her out to where he had organized for the whole family to meet and have lunch. So She
And I've
thought he
seen
would
the
just come
photos,
in
they're
one of his
great.
cars. But he came with a bus like this. He rented a bus like this and the driver in a uniform from the time and stuffed as many of my cousins and family in there as would fit. And then had the driver go to pick my grandma up. And she had him honk the horn before turning around the corner. And she heard that horn and she knew what was coming. And she had tears in her eyes when we pulled up. She was very happy that day. And it was fun to ride on an old bus like that. I have a photo that I showed to Gary.
Okay. Gambit and Alpha says Swing Kids is the movie that you were talking about. The
Swing Kids. I liked that movie. I went in just being prepared for it to suck. I ended up having a good time watching that. I'm like, because they did exist, these swing kids, and they did revolt against the Yahtzees. All right, I'm trying to find that airport now, Anima.
dude. Okay, this the one.
Maps.
Do you need the name again?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Fliegerhorst Eigen.
The what?
Fliegerhorst. It's what they call the military airport. Horst is also what you call the eagle's nest, like on top of cliffs.
Mm.
And Flieger means flyer or airplane. And it's still in use. So
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now from satellite. I was looking to see how the mountains looked, so now I'm just going to click on the photos that we have. So, how close to the end are we with the movie?
They are arriving to the airport.
Right. I'm going to pause it. Drop down just for a sec here. Yeah. Oh no, we can't stop
Why?
because it's 12:17.
Oh. Oh man, that effect was so ugly.
I like that when they caught fire. I was like, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, except that neither the fuel tank or the engine is at the front of that vehicle, but okay. And off they go.
So, Alpha was telling us that the plane they used in the film crashed and killed all 20 aboard in real
Holy.
life. Not during the making of the film, but later. Swarm. Yeah, swarm.
Schwarm. I like
In
that.
English, we would just call it a swarm.
Yeah,
A swarm of them. I like that. That's a good name.
it is.
By the way, groups of animals have special names like crows and ravens are murders.
Yeah, I like
And,
that.
and you've got like a pod of whales, a pack of lions, also wolves travel in packs. But there's nothing for cats. And I came up with one. I call it a conspiracy of cats because they're always conspiring.
They are.
Cats are lovable, adorable, but evil by nature.
For fish, it's school, right? School of fish.
School.
I always liked that one. Parliament of Owls. I like that one too.
So there you find one of the first guys you see in the movie is a fucking traitor. And for some reason, out of respect, I suppose, he lets him walk off the plane and fall to his death, which I would much rather be shot, to be honest with you. Like, can you just shoot me? One bullet hole in the side of the plane won't matter. Go up. Yeah. I've seen that documentary, Gambit. It's a good one. Well, as I recall, wasn't it a mini series first?
It sounds like it, yeah. If it's total of 5 hours, it was probably 3 to 5 movies.
I understand polar bears have a dance club they like to go to called the Polar Express. Is that true, Snort?
If anyone knows, it's him.
And he wouldn't have had to worry about him giving them the books. He could have just shot him and then taken the book. He should have received a salary of $800,000 while Burton. Oh, but he also got something out of the deal. He got a motorcycle. And then he went and, while they're making the film, took off on that bike and did some shit that could have got him killed, and which Clint Eastwood just sort of laughed about. I'm going to die doing that stuff. Eastwood, a lot like Steve McQueen, were motorcycle enthusiasts. They love dirt biking and all that shit.
But they're not allowed to do it while they're filming because insurance.
Well, they're not, as my daughter used to say when she was little, supposed to.
Oh, God.
You're not supposed to do that.
That is one of the things that trigger me when people say suppose and leave out the D in the end. It looks stupid as fuck.
And I prefer Shakespearean era. Supposedly. All right, here you go. So this is the airfield today. Apparently, they don't allow helicopters to leave. They're stuck to the ground by these poles.
Well, Poland's revenge.
Oh, God, Martin.
It was good. I like that one. Yeah, they got animations here. I don't really want to play them.
But you see the mountains in the back, so that was real.
Look at that.
I live in a pretty country.
So this is that airfield today, still in use. A lot of fucking military helicopters.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's difficult in the mountains to operate with planes. Helicopters are way easier. And a lot of Austria is fucking mountains. And yes, the Austrian military is using Black Hawks. I like that.
There you go. And again, he looks like Brad Pitt. He doesn't look like Richard Burton. And that's clearly Hugh Jackman on the right, not Clint.
But we still haven't figured out who the lady could be. What?
Kind of reminds me of Bridget Fonda.
I don't see it.
I like that one. Helicopters do not fly. They beat the air into submission.
Yeah, I've heard that before. That's a good one.
Yeah. Now, if you've never seen the Schwarzenegger helicopters, They just, when they go by, they don't make a chopping sound. They instead sound like it just says now, now, now over and over again. Eastwood initially thought the script written by McLean was terrible. He sold in pretty quickly, though. Once he understood what they were doing, that it's an action film. And he wanted less dialogue. Get down. Get to the chopper.
Yeah, let's do that and get out of here.
Yeah. I guess we can do that. Yeah.
Your homo sound like Peter Griffin.
No, I was kind of doing Dustin Hoffman from Rain Man.
I
Yeah. Judge Wapner. Yeah. Snorty, Andy Morrow, Penny, 11 Alpha, Sandra Hammerschlag, Stasis Geek, Gambit, and Genghis Khan. All were here in the chat. Did I miss anybody?
Not that I know of.
Let me go through them again here. Yeah, it looks like we got everybody. All right. So we will Arnold Braunschweiger. I like Braunschweiger. I don't want to eat it too often because I heard it's one of those ones made with enough organ meat that you can get gout from it.
Yikes.
Bye, guys. We will see y'all later. Y'all have a good day now. See you real soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.